All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it, both Linda and Sue Ann. We do have just a few questions. Can you remind us what grades the program serves?
Sure. WriteToLearn is recommended for students in grades 4 through 12. I hope it wasn't confusing when I did mention that our content, that's the reading passages and essay topics, went as low as grade 3. But those are really for students that aren't performing on grade level at this time.
And perfect, thank you. And then we also had a question about what if a school has students that don't have daily access to word processing tools. What are either yours or Linda's suggestions for those folks?
Linda, did you want to cover that one?
I think that one of the imperatives of the next several years will be for schools to really gear up. Because actually students will be taking their assessments on word processing tools. So, I realize that there's a big range of what schools have now. My suspicion is school administrators are aware that they need to gear up there. But if if this is just out of the realm right now, then what I still encourage you to do is have kids write, have them write every day, and sort of use your own, don't feel a compulsion to respond to every kid on every piece of writing, because you can't, but selectively respond to each student at least once a week on their writing so that they get feedback. And then, again, you can incorporate summarizing and putting passages in your own words in your general reading instruction. So that can, whatever your reading assignment or your reading instruction that day, if you increase the opportunity for students to paraphrase and summarize as you go orally, you can get a lot of information about what they understand and what they don't. And just make sure that when you're probing and giving them feedback, your feedback first takes them back to the text. Always back to the text. When they got the text part right, then give feedback about the quality of their writing or their grammar or spelling or whatever you feel is important next. So that's my advice. Sue Ann may have better.
No, actually, I was thinking the same thing, that I think we'll see a trend in increasing these support tools for word processing. And I agree completely with Linda that we'll see more and more online testing and assessments that will demand for infrastructure to support that. I will add, too, just because I'm a huge fan of students being able to use word processing for writing. And I know Linda mentioned a study and the results of the benefits of using word processing. And I'll just add to that where the real significant increase came was with young men. Not only did they write more, a significant amount more, but the quality of their writing went up significantly as well using a word processing program for writing.
Just hang in there. It's coming.
Well, thank you both. That was perfect. I have one more question before we wrap up, and the question was about literary texts, and this is probably a Linda question. Does the Common Core require explicit comprehension for poetic or figurative text?
Yes, it does. But, again, I think what it requires is understanding, say, a metaphor in the context of the whole text. So that explicit. And so it does require explicit references to the text. So if a writer is making an allusion or a metaphor or an inference of some kind, students should practice talking about that literary device as it is a part of the meaning, the overall meaning of that text. And so the whole idea of interpretations that are not closely attuned to the text is something, we're going to have to sort of move away from. it's no longer what does this poem mean to me, but what does this poem actually say, and what are the references in the poem that point to interpretation.
All right, I appreciate it. Either of you have any final thoughts before we wrap up? Linda or Sue Ann?
I would just like to say this is really an exciting time to be in the education profession, and I hope that you can see the adventure of it and the possibility of really helping kids a lot, and that at Pearson we're ready to help you in any number of ways, but I know that you're getting lots of help from your district and from your states as well, and just hang in there. We're going to ride this out, and we're going to be better for it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, both Linda and Sue Ann, as well as our entire audience. We certainly hope that you found this to be an enjoyable and informative session. If you'd like to learn more about WriteToLearn, we invite you to contact Jana Bennett at Pearson.com or visit WriteToLearn.net. And if you'd like to learn more about Pearson's commitment to meeting the Common Core state standards, please visit commoncore.pearsoned.com. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their week, and have a nice day. Thank you.